Region play gets underway today. We're at Crimson Field on the campus of Logan High School. Ogden and Logan. Boy, Logan found their offense last week, and maybe that's bad news for the Tigers.
Well, I think that's bad news for the whole region when Logan finds their offense. But tonight, you're right, it is bad news for the Tigers. They got to play tough defense, and like you'll hear from the coach later, little ground control offense might not hurt either.
Well, they need that ground control offense. They had a pretty good team last year, 6-4, their first winning season in like 21 years. And then they have a turnover in the coaching staff, and they graduated a ton of kids.
Yeah, they did graduate a great quarterback last year. They got to do some rebuilding this year, and this is really a tough way to start. Logan can't lose focus, however. This is still a game you got to play, and you got to play hard and win.
We talked a lot about Logan's offense, but their defense has really played well this fall so far.
Well, and that's really, you think of Logan, you think of offense, but defense is the key to winning every game, and Logan has really stepped it up this year. So take a look at their defense tonight. It'll be fantastic.
All right, stick around for the game of the week. It's coming up next.
Introducing the Gold's Gym Complete In-Home Circuit Training System. You get the door gym, core straps, and push-up stands with rotational resistance, plus the circuit training workout DVD that'll transform your body in just 20 minutes a day. Start your training with the Grip Lock Door Gym. Turn any door frame into your personal gym instantly. Targeting each muscle group is as easy as changing your grip. Work your arms with killer tricep dips, then hook into the bar for six-pack abs. Continue your training with Comfort Tech core straps. Hanging crunches are the fastest way to a strong, sexy stomach. Finish your training with Gold's Gym exclusive push-up stands with 360 degrees of rotational resistance. By adding resistance, you build muscle faster. Burn more calories in less time with this circuit training DVD. Buy all these individually and you'd pay as much as $140. Act now and get the Gold's Gym circuit training system for only $49.99. Order now and you'll get this special circuit training wall chart free.
Gets underway tonight with Ogden visiting Logan on the game of the week, and it's brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness. Never give up. Aggie Sports Grill, the place to be. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Magical Moon Toys, come check out Pee Wee Sweet Shop. Sports Academy and Racket club, your results, your life. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Intermountain Sports Medicine, stay in the game. UNI Furniture, it's always a better buy at UNI. SC Needham Jewelers, middle of the block, side of the clock. Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank. ARS Flood and Fire Cleanup will fix your disaster. Cache Valley Specialty Hospital, you do have a choice in emergency care. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's audio and video specialists. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to the game of the week on the Valley Channel. There, Lee Vaughn is arriving in his air chariot to join me. I'm Eric Olson, and Lee back with me after a couple of weeks off, suspended without pay for the treatment of no, just kidding, just out of town for a couple of weeks. Happy to have you back. The game ball arriving via helicopter. And there it is.
Well, I think it's got something to do, and it's symbolic of Logan's game plan tonight. Get down the field, use the air.
Aerial attack.
Aerial assault.
Grizzlies in the air, Bears in the air. Well, Logan taking on Ogden. It's been a high-scoring affair the last 2 years. In fact, 2 years ago, Logan won 60-39. And last year, Ogden won 63-42. Wonderful to see those kind of fireworks tonight. We may. Coach Mike Favero and his offense really found their stride last week against Park City. I spent a little bit of time with him just a short time ago. Coach, last week the offense busted out a little bit. Number 13 with the Nelson on his back looked like Big Brother. He's probably getting sick of hearing things like that. But you had to feel pretty good about your offensive production last week.
Yeah, it was a great way to end the preseason, and we executed on offense. We were obviously scored 49 points in the first half, so anytime you do that, it's a credit to all 11 guys executing and competing and doing good things, so we were pleased with that.
One more question about last week, then we'll move on to this one. Did you feel like it's kind of hard to keep guys dialed in when you're up that big at the half? Was there any disappointment that maybe you didn't move the ball a little better in the second?
Absolutely no. We were just trying to burn the clock, and we were trying to be respectful and demonstrate some sportsmanship towards Park City. And they've got a new coaching staff, and it was at halftime. I think it was pretty well in hand, so we gave our young guys an opportunity and in essence just ran the ball.
Let's talk about Ogden. A lot of points on the board last year when you played. A lot of points on the board 2 years ago when you played. Somebody going to play defense this year?
We hope so. We hope so. Those have been some fun games, but we need to play, obviously, not give up as many points and hopefully score as many as we have in the past. So we'll see. Time will tell.
What will you try to do against Ogden, and what do you expect them to try to get going against you?
Well, we're gonna try. We think they're gonna play some cover 3, so we're gonna put our cover 3 package to work and try to execute. Most importantly, we're trying to play with greater energy and passion, which what we think the difference was last week from the week before in which we lost. So we're not so concerned about what they do. We want to play hard and do what we do well, and if we do that, we think we'll have a chance.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Eric.
Well, here's somebody that's been playing really well for the Grizzlies. Talked a little bit about offense, but Carter Watts, the 5'9" senior corner, has been playing awfully well, and Coach Favero really told us, hey, he's a kid that deserves to have a few things said about him. He's been outstanding.
Well, and that's one of the that's a great compliment to him. When we turn and ask the coach, who should we feature tonight before the game starts, and he points at a defensive player. That's fantastic, especially coming from Coach Favero, who's very offensive-minded.
It's homecoming here at Logan High School. Logan comes into the game 3-1, scoring 29 points per game. Ogden coming off that 6-4 season last year, their first winning season in 20-plus years, 1-3 starting this season. This is their 67th meeting, and the first meeting for Coach Troy Colin of the Ogden Tigers. It's his first time facing Mike Favero, as he's a first-year coach here at Ogden. I talked with him not too long ago. Well, Coach, open region play with a tough one tonight. Coming up to Logan, a team that seemed to find their offensive mojo last week. You would think that maybe defense is what you need to be looking at tonight, and we saw a lot of that out of your team last week, going for that iron horse against Ben Lomond.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, watching Logan on film, they were impressive. I mean, as far as offensively, and that's something that we're looking at this game, is to come out and try to just control the ball the best that we can, and let our defense go out there and do a good job, try to cover them, and we'll see how we go from there.
Who should we look to on your side of the ball? Who are guys that we're going to be maybe calling their number a lot tonight?
You'll be looking at our quarterback, Anthony Sadie-White, and Sanjay Hillman. I look for him to have a pretty good night tonight at the running back spot. Our receivers out there, Zach Annis, he'll be out there running some good routes for us, so look for him as well.
Threw the ball around a whole lot last year. This year you come in, kind of change things up a little bit. And from what I understand, you'd like to maybe ground control a little bit.
We do. You know, we're looking to. Where last year we had one of the best quarterbacks in the state, in my opinion. With this year, I mean, our quarterback he's a good threat, but I mean, try to ground the ball. You know, run it a little bit more and keep the ball out of their hands the best that we can tonight. So.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Good luck to you guys as well.
And there's Anthony Sadie-White, the junior signal caller for Ogden. Big shoes to fill. Nick Allred, one of the best quarterbacks in the state last year. And as I mentioned, Sadie-White just a junior. So, you know, he's now going into game number 5, getting some game time action. You can take all the snaps you want in practice, but it's game time that really, you know, it's the refiner's fire.
Well, it's true. And you got to think that the Logan defense, knowing that he's not very experienced, he's kind of young, they're probably pinning their ears back and going to go after him tonight. So he's got to keep his composure in the pocket and really, you know, it's a lot like I heard this week in professional football. They don't want the Jets quarterback to mess it up. Don't mess it up. Don't turn the ball over. Keep control of the ball. Don't fumble it, and give your team a chance to stay in this game.
Well, we'll mention that the coach's comments are brought to you by Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank with personal service since 1905. Before we go to break, this is a good time to get up and go call Pier 49, order your pizza before the game, and sit down and watch it. We get pizzas before the game from Pier 49 for our crew each and every week. No other place is as great as Pier 49 for their pizza. We'll be back with the kickoff. Homecoming here at Logan, Ogden in town.
Academy, your club, your results, your life.
Well, the band play here at Crimson Field. Logan hosting Ogden. Homecoming here tonight. The 67th meeting of these two teams. Logan leads this series 36-26 and 4. So there have been 4 ties, but Logan 10 games out in front. Well, DJ Nelson had a heck of a week last week for Logan at quarterback. For the season, 58 of 94, 61%, 745 yards. That's almost 13 yards per completion. 10 touchdowns through the air. He's rushed for 5 and 180 yards. He's only thrown 1 interception. Luke Falk gets some time here and there. He's the big sophomore with the gun for an arm. He's 24 of 45, 53%, 263 yards, about 11 yards per completion, and hasn't thrown a touchdown, just has thrown 1 interception. The favorite target of Nelson and these quarterbacks is Jameson Hartman, 20 catches, 206 yards. Horsley had a big game as well for Logan last week. 16 catches, 255 yards on the season, and 3 touchdowns. And Lee, who are we going to see tonight for these two teams?
For the Ogden Tigers, excuse me, on offense, we're going to see number 6, Sanjay Hillman. He's a senior running back. And number 8, Brandon Muse. He's a junior, 5'9", 140-pound wide receiver. Number 9, Anthony Sadie White, who we've talked about before. He's the quarterback. They've got him listed here as 6'1", 170. On the D News, they had him at 145 pounds. So you decide.
I think he's somewhere in between, looking at him, being down there on the field with him.
I think he might be 150.
Yeah.
That. Number 10, Larry Rodriguez, 6'3", sophomore tight end, 210 pounds. Number 12, Zach Annis, another junior. Number 13, Spencer Smith. Number 14, Hunter Anderson. Number 54, Brian Saunders. Number 55, Robert Cervantes. Number 58, Jacob Stuckey. And number 63, Alfonso Arcadio. 5'10", 245-pound offensive lineman. That's the starting offensive unit for the Ogden Tigers.
Cervantes is a 3-year starter for the Tigers. He's only 5'5", 220, but the anchor of that line.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the defensive starters for Logan tonight. The Grizzlies in homecoming will start number 6, Devin Cannon, a senior. Number 7, Derek Larson, also a senior. Number 9, Caden Anderson, a sophomore defensive lineman. DJ Nelson, number 12 at quarterback tonight, like you mentioned, a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. Had a great game last week, by the way.
Yep.
Carter Watts, number 15, will start at cornerback, a senior. Greg Vernier, number 23, also a senior. You're noticing a lot of seniors on this team. This is one of the reasons they performed so well. Number 32, Austin Rice. Number 35, Jason Fairborn, senior. Number 44, Steve Ewing, also a senior. Jacoby Wildman, 5'11", 225, defensive lineman, will start at number 56. And Darian Daniels, a junior, 210, 6'3".
18 seniors on this team, but a lot of them in starting roles for the Logan Grizzlies. They're a team that took their lumps a little bit last year. It was kind of a transition year for them. And you know, this year they've come out with a couple of high-scoring wins and then go down to Bountiful, lose a game down there that they really felt like they let get away from them, as Bountiful pretty much just kind of out-executed them, which is what Bountiful really does. And you know, that sticks in the craw of Coach Mike Favero. He doesn't want to be out anything by anybody, let alone out-executed. One of the level of preparation that goes into his game plans and everything is unreal. I've had the chance to spend some time with him and a couple other coaches in the Valley, and you know, they're always great for access for us, but it's, you know, they take what they do pretty darn seriously, and the charge they have to mold these guys into winners, but you know, also good positive young men.
Well, the other thing, when you have this many seniors on the team, now's the time to make some hay in this region, which is a tough region to win in. These kids have grown up in the program; they know the system. Coach Favero, like you said, a fantastic coach, and these kids have worked in the same system for years. So now's the time to get your offense together. And last week, I think you really saw that happen with 49 points.
Logan will get first crack at it. Back to receive. Looks like Bernier and Hartman.
I like their new uniforms.
The new Logan uniform.
Little understated, muted colors.
Kind of almost throwbacky looking,
yeah,
aren't they?
That might be what it was, retro-ish.
No names on the back. I like the whole no names on the back.
I do too. Until I'm trying to find their name on the roster.